One of the questions I've been getting asked is, why are we doing this? Why are we making this online offer? And the answer is quite simple, really. There are a lot of good instructors out there, many of whom get in touch with me regularly, and they ask this question. They say, Mark, do I need to actually come down and attend a course with you to get this BTEC Level 3 award in self-defense instruction? I've been teaching for X number of years. I'm an X this, I'm an X that. And we've had people call us who are ex-police officer safety trainers, prison officer trainers, we've got self-defense instructors who built their businesses teaching self-defense, and martial artists, all of whom, many of them, have got years of experience and don't necessarily need to come and attend a course because we're living in a technological age. It's the 21st century. Now, we've invested really heavily in our online systems, so we have the ability and the capacity to do this online for experienced trainers. Now, there's the caveat. This is for experienced trainers. So if you're a new trainer wanting to start off and get into the self-defense industry, then this is not the right route for you. We have another course you can attend to where we can take you through that, and that's structured differently. But if you are an experienced, competent trainer, we can offer you this online option. But why are we doing it? Well, it's very simple reasons, really. I've had to attend many courses in my career, which means leaving home, traveling to the venue, the location where the course is, attending a number of days to do it, and traveling back. Now, I'm also a businessman, and that could take 3, 4, 5 days out of my business, which means I'm not being productive. So we're offering this as an option to those experienced and competent trainers to do this all online so that they don't lose productivity. The other reason as well, and it's relative to me, I'm not getting any younger now, is time is the only non-renewable resource that we have. You're not going to get it back. And taking time out to travel somewhere, attend a course, travel back, decompress after the course, put everything into context and put everything into practice is time away from your loved ones. Okay, it's time away from your business. And like I said, time is a non-renewable entity. You don't get it back. So and COVID's taught us this, without a shadow of a doubt, we don't have a second chance at life. So that's another reason we're doing it. Another reason as well is many years ago when I started teaching self-defense, I used to go to corporations because I wanted to break into corporates. Now, my results are not typical. I can't say that you'll get the same results, but, this is what used to happen. I would go to meetings and I would say, look, I can teach your staff personal safety or self-defense or self-protection, whatever the buzzwords were at the time. And they'd say, well, okay, what qualifies you to do that? Tell us a bit about yourself. And the only thing that I could tell them that was relative was that I've got black belt in this and a black belt in that, and I'm ex-military. And they would immediately become disinterested. And the reason is they would actually think that martial artists and combined with military experience probably are crazy. And it's probably because they've seen crazy stuff on the internet or people doing crazy things at displays and demonstrations or whatever. And sadly, there are some people out there who do that. Now, don't get me wrong. The vast majority of people who teach martial arts and self-defense are good, honest people with really high standards who do it with the right reasons and have good values and good beliefs. But there are some who cause a problem for all of us. And I would actually see people become disinterested because you have to understand something about businesses. All businesses are risk averse. Now, what that means is by law, they have to do certain things to ensure the health, safety and welfare of their staff, but they won't do anything that's going to cause them a liability. So if they think that you're going to teach something mad, something crazy, then they're not going to engage your services. I mean, at one meeting, I actually had a manager, when I mentioned that I had 2 black belts and I was ex-military, physically move their chair away from me, and I could see them look away. You couldn't get any more, better body language than someone saying, I'm not interested in what you're telling me, than that person that did that. So I wrote the BTEC award and I developed the BTEC award. And then when I went to meetings, they would say, what qualifies you to teach us, or tell us a bit about yourself. I would say, well, I wrote a BTEC Level 3 award in self-defense instruction. I have a BTEC Level 3 award in self-defense instruction. It's a structured process of learning and development. It's had internal and external verification. All the legal side of it has been legally audited. We've had health and safety reviews done. We have risk assessments in place. We have medical reviews, and they would become interested. And it's not because of the qualification. It's because of the language. See, if you speak the same language that they're used to, corporate language, they understand. So at many of these meetings, I would ask for the health and safety representative to be there because this course takes you through health and safety. So you can talk health and safety language. And that's an important thing because you have to speak the narrative that's in that particular industry sector. This course also goes through the law in quite a lot of depth, by the way. So when I was talking to them, I could advise them on what they could do legally and how they would reduce risk. Remember, they're risk averse. I'm going to show them how this training is not only going to reduce the risk to their staff, but reduce the risk to their organization as well. So it was a win-win situation, and you learn all this on this course. And that's when doors started to open up for me. And I got to teach staff at large drug pharmaceutical companies. We're talking multinational pharmaceutical companies here who came to me because they've got staff walking around with briefcases full of drugs visiting GP surgeries, for example. They're a target. The people who want those drugs can spot them a mile off. So I got contracts teaching those companies. Delivery companies, we had contracts with major delivery companies. Because think about it, and during COVID, there's been an increase in people buying online. You've got people driving vans with thousands and thousands of pounds worth of goodies in the back. They're an easy target. So teaching them what they can and can't do was really relevant back in the day, and it probably is more relevant now. I've taught probation officers, social workers, healthcare staff, care staff, education staff. I've even taught the clergy. Seriously, for those of you thinking about this, the clergy are on call 24/7. They have to go out in the middle of the night, and they have to go to places that are risky places to go to actually look after people who are in desperation and need. So I've taught clergy in lots of different faiths, and it was a fantastic thing to do. So there's all these opportunities out there, and I'm not saying this certificate is going to give you the ability to open those doors necessarily, but the stuff behind the certificate is important. Now, some people watching this say, "Our certificate isn't worth the paper it's written on." No, it's not in the majority of cases. But it's what goes behind the certificate that matters. And this course is structured to give you the legal and the health and safety aspects of what you can and can't do, the motor learning performance side of things as well. And most of you will know about stress and the fear response, but we go into it in depth in this course as well. So all that is there, these fundamentally important things that will allow you to improve your knowledge and gain more knowledge in many cases. Now, all of us should be doing CPD, continual professional development. So even if you are a professional instructor in your own right, you may be at the top of your profession in what you're doing. This certificate is going to give you great CPD in form of a BTEC Level 3 award certificate. It's a great accreditation to have. So that's something for you as well. Now, some people out there don't like this idea. They are really against it. Now, I checked the stats this morning before I did this video, and so far over 48,000 people have seen some of the ads we've put out. And I've had 3 people comment on those ads, and I've deleted their comments because I'm paying for the ads. I don't want a negative comment on it. And they've said things like, "Oh, it's rubbish, and you can't teach someone self-defense online, and you can't do this and you can't do that, and you shouldn't do this, and it's a scam." And it's not. But I understand where they're coming from. They're coming from a position of fear. No one likes change. Change is, by the way, the only consistent thing in life. Everything changes. But these people are scared. They're scared of change. They probably feel threatened by what we're doing because they probably in their head somewhere they think we're going to take business away from them. Not the case whatsoever. I believe in one thing. I believe in cooperation. I don't believe in competition. Our NFPS family is built on cooperation. Every person that trains with us helps everyone else. That's one thing I'm hugely proud of with all the people that are in NFPS, not me. All the people who train with us, they all help each other. And we're going to build a Facebook group for this course. So all of you that sign up and enroll on this course will be in your own Facebook group, and you'll all be able to help each other. And the reason I believe in cooperation and not competition is simple. It's what nature is built on. Symbiotic relationships in nature is what makes nature wonderful. It's one of the amazing facts. So helping people, each of us helping each other is what this is all about. So if you're thinking, "Oh, great, I'm going to pay for a course, get a certificate, and then it's, thanks very much, goodbye." Not at all. We're here for you for as long as you want us to be. So they're the reasons I put this course together. They're very genuine reasons. There is no trick to this. There is no secret plan anywhere. There's no hidden agenda as such. This is a genuine offer because I want you to have something that's going to improve your presence in the marketplace. So again, thanks for watching the video. If you haven't enrolled and we're going to go live on Friday, then click on the link below or the button wherever this is showing and go in and register your interest if you're interested. If you're not interested, then don't register your interest, of course. But if you are there, because when go to that link and register, because when we go live on Friday, we're going to enroll people in this course and we are going to limit it. And this is not some fancy sales pitch which says, get in quick before all the places go. I'm not into that. It will be limited for one reason. It's an awarding body accredited certification. which means that we have to mark a load of workbooks. We have a lot of work to do. And, we've got capacity to do that. So if we get too many people coming in, we're going to shut it down. Once we've reached the capacity we need, we're going to shut it down because we've got a lot of work to do in marking workbooks and doing everything else to make this happen for you. Okay. So that's the reason it's going to close once we've reached that capacity.